welcome back. In today's Happiest Hour, it's all about that boil. Over at Acquistapace's markets, they boil their crawfish in a unique way. And listen, since it's Friday, you know we're about to have a drink too, okay? Here with more is Adam Acquistapace. He has bought the crawfish and some alcohol. What's happening, my brother?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Ah, you smell that? Crawfish season is here. Super excited to have you alls. I've never had it before. Talk to me about how you all prepare your crawfish.
So we only boil crawfish in our Covington location.
Okay, in the Covington location.
And we actually convert our turkey frying operation into a crawfish boiling operation, and usually we start right after Mardi Gras.
Right.
And so this season is a really good season. Last year was kind of tough because we had all the droughts and crawfish were prohibitively expensive.
Yes.
And so we love crawfish. We've been boiling crawfish for a very long time. And so some of the things that we do with our crawfish is that we feel that it is very important to clean your crawfish.
Hello.
That's right. So what we do is we and I'm not saying that everybody doesn't do this, but
we make sure
that we do this. And so we take our crawfish. The things that are very important is you want the only thing to go into the pot is crawfish.
Okay.
Right? So when we cut those bags open, we want to know a couple things. We want to make sure the crawfish are alive, and we want to make sure they're clean. You like that?
What is this flavor? Y'all got a little spice in y'all.
We do. We have our own concoction that we do for
y'all own little thing.
Our own little thing.
That's what makes it unique.
And when we boil in small batches.
Really?
So we have great control, and so we have our boil pots, and then we have our soaking pots. And so we're able to maintain great control. You know, it's popular, especially if you're boiling a lot of crawfish, to have these massive pots to boil, these huge devices. But we don't do that. Just like our Cajun fried turkey, we do everything in small batches.
This is delicious. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Now, do you only sell them boiled? Do you sell them live as well?
We do live.
Y'all do live?
Most people buy our boiled crawfish.
It is so good, honestly. My first time having it now. People are about to judge me, but I like to really get in there, okay?
I'm not judging.
I like to violate the crawfish a little bit.
I'm not judging.
So what I like to do is I like to break open the body, and then you see all these nice little ribs and all that right there?
Yep.
Baby, there's flavor in there!
There is a lot of flavor.
So what I like to do is I like to go and suck on the ribs. This is delicious. This heat in here?
It's good, but it's just the right amount.
It's just the right amount.
You know when you have the right amount of spiciness, it doesn't burn your mouth. It coats your mouth.
Okay, and it's coating my mouth.
It just coats. It's more like a feeling.
And like I said,
than an intense heat.
I violate the crawfish.
That's right.
I then break open the head, and you see all this goodness right here. You eat this fat too. Oh, that is so good. I'm gonna keep eating, but listen, this is the happiest hour.
That's
We've
right.
gotta talk about the drinks. What we got today?
All right, so I'll tell you, so you know, people do lots of different things with crawfish, but this is the thing. Wine can be a challenge with crawfish, or anything that has, any sort of cocktail, anything that has a higher alcohol, because spiciness and alcohol clash. And so, what we wanna have is we either wanna have low alcohol, or we wanna have sweetness.
Okay.
Sugar is like putting water over the flame of spiciness. That's right.
Okay.
And so what we're gonna do is I brought a few different white wines.
Wine at the crawfish
wine,
boil?
is that all right? Well, look, we got beer. We got beer, we got cocktails,
the
and look, and there's fun stuff for the kids too, like, you know, watermelon, basil drinks, and water. But so what I brought you is a German Riesling, not too sweet, not too dry, kind of right in the middle. So this is from Dr. Lucen.
Hey, Dr. Lucen.
Dr. Lucen.
Oh, and y'all have all the fixings too with the sausage and the potatoes and the corn?
What's your favorite? Do you like corn or potatoes?
I like the crawfish.
Okay.
For me, people judge me all the time. I never eat the corn, I never eat the potatoes. I'm coming for the star.
Yeah. You know, the thing is so for a lot of times when people get either the potatoes or the corn, sometimes they can be too spicy because they really soak it in. And one of the things is when we boil crawfish, we want to know what time of season it is and how the crawfish are and how they're behaving and how they'll take in the saltiness and the spiciness, because depending on the time of the year, those crawfish will absorb if they're softer shells earlier in the season, they have just molted not long ago, they're going to soak in more of that seasoning. But what's also really important for us is we walk our crawfish.
What does that
mean? You ever
mean?
walk your crawfish?
Pass me this Riesling too, because my
Absolutely.
mouth is on
Yeah.
fire.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
in the best way.
So when we walk our crawfish, so we take that sack and we cut it open, we pour it over a table, and we make sure that we remove anything in there that's not a crawfish. You would be surprised at what you see in there. So a lot of people just cut that thing open and just dump it directly in the pot. And so anyway, we make sure it's only crawfish that goes in there, and we want to make sure every crawfish is alive.
This is delicious, and this Riesling, a little sweet, which I think is great, nice and cold, which I think is awesome. And what else do you have over here?
So I have a Vino Verde from Spain.
Also a white wine.
Yeah, it is a little bit zippy. And then I have a Frizzante Verdejo, also all from Spain. Verdejo, that's right.
I like that.
I know, and it's fun. And all these are a little bit lower in alcohol, but they're great. So they have the same. This citrusiness in these wines is going to have the same sensation that you would get if you squeezed lemon or lime over seafood. And so that's one of the great things about wine pairing with seafood, especially something like this, because even though this wine has some sweetness, it has great underlying acidity that really helps cleanse your palate when you're eating crawfish.
I'm telling you all, if you've never had this crawfish before, make sure you try to get it. Y'all boil it, every day or just during the week at the Covington location?
Right now it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
At the Covington location.
That's correct.
Well, look, y'all need to run over there to try this crawfish. Remember, they do live and boiled. And look, of course, they've got all the alcohol you need as well. If you want more information about everything Acquistapace has to offer, Acquistapace.com. Remember, they boil only at the Covington location, but they have 2 more locations as well. On top of that one, Mandeville and Slidell as well. And look, if you're getting the bottle of wine, make sure to drink responsibly. Okay, I'm going to finish this during the commercial break, and we'll be right back with more Great Day Louisiana. Cheers!